Dear student, today we are going to discuss one of the important chapter of civics, what is government. I hope you must be aware with this word. In this lesson, we will try to find out the definition of government. Also, we will talk about role and responsibilities of government. Along with that, we will cover levels of government and types of government. Along with that, we will talk about universal adult franchisee. I hope you also aware with voting system that we are also going to talk. At last, we will talk about women's suffrage movement. To discuss the entire chapter, I have a PPT. Through that PPT, we will cover each topic. Thank you. These are the content which we will discuss. After this lesson, you will be able to describe about government, role and responsibilities of government, how government manage to do the works, government institution, levels of government, laws and the government, types of government, universal adult franchise and in women suffrage movement. Now, let's find out what is a government. You have come across with certain headlines in newspaper where you have seen it is written government sought to protect right of unorganized worker. Detailed plan to tackle floods soon, says government. Government fixes price of onion, says no shortage in market. So who is this government? Who is writing these all articles in newspaper? That we are going to find. Government, the body of a person that constitute the governing authority of a political unit or organization. It means government is a set of people who elected by the people to form a government to rule in the country. In this slide, we will talk about the role and responsibilities of government. There are multiple works which government perform. Some of them we are going to discuss here. First is infrastructure development. Government is responsible to build new schools, colleges, hospital and so many other government facilities. Other thing is government is responsible to control the price rise. If some commodities price is high in the market, it is the responsibility of government to control it to minimize it. Government is also responsible for power generation to supply electricity to the citizen. Government is also responsible for welfare scheme like scholarship, subsidy or any other welfare scheme for the citizen. Government is also responsible to develop the transportation, better mode of transportation. Government also give employment to its deserving candidate or citizen. Government is also responsible for the security of international border from international control. It also maintain international relationship. Government perform crucial role in case of any national disaster. For example, if there is any earthquake or flood, government send relief material and rescue team to help the people. A government is also responsible to provide better health facilities to its citizen. By developing hospitals, supply of medicine and arrangement of doctors, a government give health facilities to its citizen. Along with that, government is also responsible to set up judicial institution to give justice to the required people. Now we will discuss how governments manage to do all these things which we have just discussed. When human beings live and work together, there needs to be some amount of organization so that decision can be made. Some rules have to be made that apply to everyone. For example, there is a need to control resources and to protect the territory of a country so people can feel secure. Government do this on behalf of their people by exercising leadership, taking decision and implementing this among all the people living in their territory. It means we elect our representative and our representative like MLA or MP who together form the government, and after the formation of government they take decisions and implement it for the welfare of state. Government institutions are the agencies of government to provide different facilities to its people. For example, government have Supreme Court, High Court or District Court where the judicial matters are being discussed. Government also have Bharat Petroleum as an agent to supply petrol or gases. Along with that, government have the Indian Railway for the goods transportation and its people transportation from one place to another place. So this all institution works on behalf of government. Now we will talk about the levels of government. Majorly, we have three layers of government in our country, which are national level, state level, and local level. National level or central government relates to the entire country. For example, we have Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP led government in center, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of entire country. In this image, you can see the central government and the Prime Minister lead the entire country. The second level of government is state level. The state level would mean that which cover an entire state like Haryana or Assam or West Bengal. There are 28 states in our country, so we have total 28 state government in our country. In this image, you can see as we have 28 states in our country, so we have total 28 state government in our country. The third layer of government is local level. The local level means in your village or town or locality. If there is a government in rural area, we have Gram Panchayat, and if it is urban area, we have municipality as local government in our area. In this picture, you can see the entire nation is divided into multiple local government for the better administration. In this slide, we will talk about laws and the government. The government makes laws and everyone who lives in the country has to follow these. This is the only way government can function. Just like the government has the power to make decision, similarly it has the power to enforce its decisions. For example, there is a law that says that all the person driving a motor vehicle must have a license. Now, any person caught driving a vehicle without a license can either be jailed or fined a large sum of money. Without these laws, the government power to make decision is not of much use. In addition to any action that government can take, there are also steps that people can take if they feel that a particular law is not being followed. If a person feels, for example, that they were not hired for a job because of their religion or caste, he or she may approach the court and claims that the law is not being followed. The court then can give order about what should be done. Now we will talk about the types of government. Majorly there are two kinds of government we see across the world. One is democracy, another is monarchy. Democracy. In a democracy, it is the people who give power to the government. They do this through election in which they vote for a particular person and elect them. Once elected, this person form the government. In a democracy, the government has to explain its actions and defend its decision to the people too. On the other side, we have monarchy. Another form of government is monarchy. The monarch, which is maybe king or queen, has the power to make decisions and run the government. The monarch may have a small group of people to discuss matters with, but the final decision making power remains with the monarch. Unlike in a democracy, kings and queens do not have to explain their actions or defend their decisions they take. This is a picture of king who is the head of monarchy government. Let's talk about democratic governments. A sense a democracy is ruled by the people. The basic idea is that people rule themselves by participating in the making of these rules. Democratic government are usually referred to as representative democracies. In representative democracies, people do not participate directly but instead choose their representatives through an election process. These representatives meet and make decisions for the entire nation. In this slide, we will talk about universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise means that all adults, those who are 18 plus in the country, are allowed to vote. A government cannot call itself democratic unless it allows universal adult franchise. In this image, you can see one senior citizen is exercising his voting right by casting his vote. Universal adult franchise was not always like this. There was a time when government did not allow women and the poor to participate in elections. In their earliest form of government, allowed only men who owned property and were educated to vote. This meant that women, the poor, the propertyless, and the uneducated were not allowed to vote. The country was governed by the rules and regulations that these few men made. In India, before independence, only a small minority was allowed to vote and they therefore came together to determine the fate of the majority. Several people, including Gandhiji, were shocked at the unfairness of this practice and demanded that all adults have the right to vote. Gandhiji idea of universal adult franchise. Writing in the journal Young India in 1931, Gandhiji said, I cannot possibly bear the idea that a man who has got wealth should get the vote, but a man who has got character but no wealth or literacy should have no vote, or that a man who honestly works by the sweat of his brow day in and day out should not have the vote for the crime of being poor man. Now we will talk about women's suffrage movement. All over the Europe and USA, women and the poor have had to fight for the participation in government. Women's struggle to vote get strengthened during the First World War. This movement is called the women's suffrage movement as the term suffrage usually means right to vote. During the war, many men were away fighting, and because of this, women were called upon to do work that was earlier considered men work. Many women began organizing and managing different kinds of work. When people saw this, they began to wonder why they had created so many unfair stereotypes about women and what they were capable of doing. So, women began to be seen as being usually capable of making decisions. The suffragettes demanded the right to vote for all women and to get their demands heard by the chained themselves to railing in public places. Many suffragettes were imprisoned and went on hunger strikes, and they had to be freed by force. American women got the right to vote in 1920, while women in the UK got to vote on the same terms as men some years later in 1928. Now I believe after this lesson you have learnt about government, role and responsibilities of government, how government managed to do the works. Also you will be able to describe government institution, levels of government, laws and the government, types of government. You can also describe universal adult franchise and you have the idea about women's suffrage movement. If you have any confusion, you can replay the video and clarify your doubts. Thank you.